There's certain ones that the most I call upon to do a different work.
Now when this come the man called saying Cootie alongside yours truly, Big Gangzilla.
时隔9年再次繁华，我们的毁灭现在可以说是举世瞩目。
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Koundé. And here's Dembele. Oh, what a ball! Mbappe! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, can I bring Ousmane Dembele to your attention? He's been described as a phenomenon and one of the very best. That's high praise indeed, and we've seen some great flashes, but he still has a long way to go to fulfill all of that potential.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Koundé, he steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Girassi.
Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it.
Girassi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. And here's Mbappe. That's good play. Pedri. And a chance!
Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Japan really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And it's Hakimi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. Still goalless. Van de Ven. Nicely spread. Now, can they get him away?
Impressive jump off the post.
And that was very necessary. Now this could be a shapes to shoot! That's beautifully weighted. Nuno Mendes. Granit Xhaka. Tries to play it through. This is Dembele. Oh, good ball! Do it. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he was alert to it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Madrid definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Looking to play him in. Rice. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Looking for the run. João Cancelo providing an outlet on that flank. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, but it had to be. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Haaland. Koundé. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Might be dangerous. Great chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Chips it through. Donnarumma getting this one clear. Di Marco. Now Mbappe. Nice looking ball. The chip pass hasn't quite come off. Granit Xhaka is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Trossard. The referee says that is that for the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we are back underway.
Japan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
brilliantly cut out. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Dembele. Shot could be on. Bullish header! Harmlessly behind.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
And it's Cancelo. Vinicius Junior. Haaland.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, now he's having a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Japan have their second corner now. Bastoni clears it away. Japan have reclaimed it. Takes aim, getting up there! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Hakimi makes a dash for it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
João Cancelo. Now it's Trossard. And he shoots! Oh, what has happened here? Pedri. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
And it's Pedri. Granit Xhaka. He's a sharp little ball here. Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Japan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well read, nice interception. Granit Xhaka. He is through here.
Pretty robust defending.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. That'll be a throw.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 9, el dorsal 19 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 11, el dorsal 10. Se va a llevar a
Now
cabo
it's
un cambio de
Girassi.
jugadores.
Oh, that's fabulous. Now this chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Eze really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Yamal.
Madrid clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Can he get it through? Hakimi gets into a good position. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Vinicius Junior. Nicked it back promptly. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
And it's Mendes. Granit Xhaka. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Hakimi charging forward, the ball at his feet. Rashford. Well, that looks a decent ball. Lobbed in behind. And back to the goalkeeper. Koundé. Now it's Yamal.
Minuto de descuento.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Girassi. It's run loose here. 90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7.
So our quest to find the winner continues.
El dorsal 41. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 2. El dorsal 8.
Rashford.
El dorsal 21.
And he's picked it up out wide. Van der Ven kept his eye on it, and he's there. Eze.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Eze. And it's made its way to shot at goal! He lifts the roof! Mass euphoria! Ecstasy! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. You felt it was coming. 1-0. Thuram needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't...
And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Vinicius Junior has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Now it's Girassi.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Eze. Nice control. Vinicius Junior! And yes, it's there! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up. He's found space here. He's got away. Can he finish? Oh, Big chance, and it is promptly followed by the whistle. So there you have it. This game has ticked tellingly in one direction. 15 minutes to go, but it is starting to look done. Well, we are already up and running again. Tries a shot! And a neat finish! A potentially pivotal strike at a pivotal time! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Madrid have their third corner. Yamal goes short. Stood up well to him there. Japan have the chance to go the other way. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And the shot! And no mistake! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Madrid go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Spread neatly. Now it's Eze. Shoots! Thuram going forward. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Real chance here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's really well manoeuvred. Threads one in, and it's Cancelo. Oh, that was vital. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. Chouameni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
While football is a simple game, complicated by footballers, why doesn't he slip that to the right?
And he's worked it through. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Madrid clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
This is a promising build-up. He's on it, can he get away? He's had a shot! It's in! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So, a breakthrough already. Pass is just off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's in a great position here. Hakimi getting up there! And there's a goal! They are purring, truly purring! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Japan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Yamal. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Doué.
Madrid definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Hakimi.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Van Dijk does well to get it back. And here's Ferran Torres. Quality ball. And it's Rice. Now it's Mbappe. And the counter is on. 15 minutes till half-time. Dembele. Chouameni. Passing is crisp and sharp. Good pressure, determined, intense. Played out to the left flank. Some really good ball movement. Shapes to shoot! Plenty to enjoy about the build-up there, not so much the finish.
Thuram had the chance of finishing off a fabulous move. At least we saw some terrific high-tempo approach play.
And it's Hakimi. He's picked his way through. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's played it in low. That's put paid to the danger. Yamal could move up a gear here. Good ball over the top. Oh, shooting, and again! And no mistake! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Rice. Oh, good spread. Now, can they get him away? And the shot! And he hits the net! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Complete awareness, he understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Madrid now in a position far more desirable.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Ferran Torres is onto this. The referee says that is that for the first half. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Se ha encontrado unas llaves de coche con un llavero en forma de bota de fútbol. Se ruega a su propietario que se ponga en contacto con algún empleado del estadio.
We're on the move again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Chouameni, now it's Mbappe. And that pass just didn't quite work. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Mbappe. Well, that looks a decent ball. Van de Ven. De Bruyne. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And here's Thuram. Picked out brilliantly. Back would it go. Thuram! And he's stuck it away. It is an explosive start to the second half. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Japan cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
They get a throw in. Hakimi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Japan have certainly changed the dynamic, but I'm not quite sure whether we're going to get patience or impatience now.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Punched away.
El dorsal 20. El dorsal 3. Serán sustituidos por
And the
el
shot!
dorsal 19. El dorsal 11.
Second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
El dorsal 13. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Japan have their second corner now. Keeper has taken decisive action. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Yamal. Trossard. Japan perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Trossard.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Tries to pass it through. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Haaland. Oh, this looks sharp. Girassi. That's a nicely shaped ball.
Madrid clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Knocks it into space. Haaland. That is lovely. Oh, that's delightful. Good ball, good take. Decent chance! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Reinders was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
And that has been cleared. Martinez, there's the shot! And that's a tidy finish. There seemed no way back, but they are level. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
The two
18.
coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
El dorsal 8.
Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Into the last 5 minutes. Gehi with a definite foul there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Oh, that could be pivotal! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Well, they've done the hard part. Now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserved this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. He's found a way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Araujo. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. They've got to be quick to recover this. Yamal. And that's that. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. Rice picks it up from the goal kick.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
No, that's been intercepted. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Fermin. There's the delivery. That has been knocked away.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Nuno Mendes here, I think, will be very important, Peter, particularly if they start to spread the play, because he's excellent in one-on-one positions, both attacking and defending. So I'd expect him to have some of that cutting edge in the team, making himself a great option when they've got possession.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Eze. So no chances falling either way for the time being. And he's managed to get free. Lovely bit of skill. Madrid with the corner, they're first. Eze plays it short. Aimed at the far side. And out it comes again. And now a sudden chance to counter. Strong running down that left flank. Corner given.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
There's a sharp little ball here. And now they can spring out of defence. This ended up in no man's land.
Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Chouameni.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Mbappe. Thuram. He is through. Thuram! Oh, it's come loose. Hakimi clears without hesitation. And here's Lopez. And it's Pedri. Played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Well, that's an excellent interception. And the pass is intercepted. Rice. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now, can they get him away? And that is a little undercooked. Koundé. Pedri. Dembele. It's a searching pass. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Madrid definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Pedri. And it's Chouameni. Thuram. Can he get on the end of it? Shot, surely! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And here's Mbappe. Aimed beyond the defence. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nuno Mendes. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Fermin. Here's Chouameni, looking for a runner. And it's Mendes. Mendes got a long way forward to join the attack. Vinicius Junior. Dembele. Pedri. And it's Dembele. Nicely shaped ball. That's good vision. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Rice. Araujo. Trossard. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And that signals the end of the first period. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in the second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed. Can he finish? Chouameni is flagged offside. Fermin. Pedri. Well, that is one way to stop him. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And a neat finish! It is the pick-me-up they all long for! Japan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Bastoni has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. So no flag here. Played into the box. That's a good cross in and a good clearance out. And it's Chouameni. Pedri's had a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Japan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe. And the finish! And that's a sharp finish. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Japan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Japan have the chance to go the other way. And he is dashing away. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Thuram. Now that looks a decent ball. Great ball if he can get there. Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Araujo played into space, or played right into his path. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Koundé. Oh, they could break here. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Vermin. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Koundé. That's a cute ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Rice. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. That's been cut out. Well played. Vermin. Mbappe running with intent. Nicely weighted ball. Pedri. Bastoni. João Cancelo. João Cancelo was in no mood for any of that. João Cancelo charging forward, the ball at his feet. Tchouaméni can get it clear. Thuram.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Looking to play him in, and that could set him on his way. Not a hint of offside here. Oh no, what has happened here?
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
It's their
El
second
dorsal
corner of the game.
19, El dorsal 10. El dorsal 7. El dorsal 3. El dorsal
Madrid are
95,
looking to go forward
El
now.
dorsal 41. Serán
It's a
sustituidos
sharp
por
pass.
El dorsal 9.
Oh, that's fabulous.
El dorsal 11. El dorsal 2. El dorsal 13. El
Ahead
dorsal
by
20,
two and just
el
about
dorsal
into the home
21.
straight.
Cambio de jugadores.
Doué. And it's De Jong. Good read, needed to be. Martinez. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Haaland. Now he's running away. He's going all the way. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, I thought the keeper did well to retrieve that. They work all week on that sort of situation, and he reacted very well then.
Foot in. Martinez. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And now the breakaway. Araujo. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Great chance! And it's in! And what a climax we have here! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Vinicius Junior demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Madrid give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Gently done. That has been cut short. And that's that. Japan pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
A good show, Peter. A good show of character, a good show of resilience. This is a team that was never going to be intimidated by the crowd and their opposition, and it was thoroughly professional.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a